Hello everybody, welcome to Evil Ted Live here on twitch.tv/EvilTedSmith. For all you people out there on YouTube, you can definitely watch me live on Mondays and Tuesdays from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I also stream on Thursdays from noon to 2. Today, I'm working on my Vampire Hunter D costume. I have these shoulders, as you can see in the image, right there, that he has some spikes. I made a video on how to make spikes, but they're these kind of flat triangular spikes. Today I'm going to make round ones, and I'm going to show you the technique about how to go out doing that. I have some thick foam, and I'm going to make some spikes today. So are you ready? Let's get started. I definitely want the hook. Look. All right, that is my horn. That's what I want. Not my horn. Sorry, it's my spike. I'm going to take an X-Acto blade, cut this guy out. So I'm going to do this out of foam. If you do not have foam 3 inches thick or 2 inches thick, you can always stack foam. But I'll tell you, for people out there who use the floor mat foam, you definitely want to sand off that texture surface because it doesn't stick very well. Okay, now this is the part. Let me get my knife. I'm cutting this out right now because I'm going to have to go through, I'm going to cut this on a bandsaw. Again, for you people who don't have bandsaw, you can definitely cut this out. And there they are. Ta-da! Now, you see, what my next is, I'm going to plot out the width on this. You know something? I'm going to make a pattern. Just like that. There. Got it. Okay. There. It's curved. Got it? All right. That's that. Cutting. Now the trick is, this is kind of the same thing, the same technique I did with the foam spikes in my video, but I want to soften these. So it's really just basically that simple. Now you have to go through here and take these edges down. But you want to do it gradually. I would do a Dremel, but it's going to kick up a lot of dust, make a lot of noise. So I have some dragon skin left over. And when I sand foam, the trick with foam, people always wonder, some foam is soft, so when you're pushing on it, it's bending. And you can either put your finger behind it and stabilize it, but what I like to do too is I like to lay it on a table. I like to work on the edge of the table. I have a garbage can right over here on the edge, you can see. And I just take the tool and lay it, and then therefore I know this piece of foam is not going anywhere. Now if you don't have dragon skin, you can definitely do this with sandpaper. I have, this is 220, this is 80. Let me, this is softening everything up a little bit more. A little finer so it takes the grooves out of it. Because this is pretty smooth, I can go a little smoother. I have my horns, I have a bucket of water. This is my 400 grit sandpaper. I'm going to do a little wet sanding on this and see what this does. Wow. All right. You know something? This looks so great already. Look at that. Bang. All right. There they are. Foam spikes. Again, I originally just cut them out. Took sandpaper to them, round them off. Did a little wet sand, round them up. This is how you make round spikes. Now again, for the edges here, these tips, you can kind of see they're a little bit flat. I left these for the last because I'm going to do the finishing work with the Dremel. As you can see right here, this is the stone bit that I'm using. This is ideal for me because it takes the foam away without making it rough. It does it very smoothly. See where the arrow is going? That's the direction I want to go with it. You don't want to go opposite when you're dremeling. That's why there's an arrow on your Dremel. I don't, if you wrote it too, does not have one. But anyway, always go the direction that your Dremel's going, because therefore you can go very gently without because if you go the opposite direction, that's where it goes beep, beep, and skips and jumps and does damage. So with that being said, I'm going to be very careful here. I put my finger underneath this so this doesn't wiggle on me. Okay, they're done. They're sanded. I got my tips on them. So that's pretty much it. That's how you go about making round Sharpie spikes. There they are, the foam spikes. You can see as you can see right there, Vampire D, these are the foam spikes for his shoulders, for his armor. That pretty much wraps up today. This is how you go about making conical rounded foam spikes. Just use thicker foam. If you don't have 2-inch foam, you can definitely take a thinner piece of foam, glue them together, stack them. I have a video on how to make foam spikes on my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, do not forget to subscribe. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out and watching me. You can go to my website, eviltedsmith.com, and you can go to follow me live on twitch.tv/eviltedsmith on Mondays and Tuesdays from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And I stream on Thursdays from noon to 2. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Catch you back next time right here on Evil Ted Live.